Washington, D.C., Texas, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is signaling she may be ready to take her political fight statewide. In an interview Wednesday on SiriusXM's The Lurie Daniel Favors Show, Crockett said she would strongly consider running for the U.S. Senate, a move that could shake up the 2026 Texas political landscape. The statement came as Crockett faces uncertainty over her own congressional seat, which was redrawn under a Republican-led redistricting plan signed by Gov. Greg Abbott earlier this year. The new map creates 5 additional GOP-leaning districts, further tightening Republican control of the state's congressional delegation. Asked whether she planned to continue representing her current district, Crockett said her next step depends on an upcoming court ruling that will determine whether the new boundaries go into effect. If the map stands, her district will shift, forcing her to make a choice: stay local or go big. The other option, she said, is that every other day there's a new poll showing I can win the Democratic primary for the U.S. Senate in Texas. If they take my seat of 766,000 people away, maybe there's some karma in me taking their seat that represents 30 million. While she stopped short of a formal announcement, her tone left little doubt that a statewide run is under serious consideration. Crockett said her team is already conducting voter outreach tests and analyzing polling data to measure whether she can expand the Texas electorate beyond traditional Democratic turnout models. The key isn't relying on the same voters, it's about inspiring new ones, she said, arguing that standard polling fails to capture non-traditional or first-time voters who could be decisive in a high-profile race. Crockett cited the examples of Barack Obama and Donald Trump, both of whom reshaped the electorate by energizing voters, often overlooked by pollsters. Political strategists say Crockett's growing national profile and her fiery presence in congressional hearings make her one of the most recognizable Democrats in Texas, a state long dominated by Republicans. Recent internal polls suggest she could be competitive in a Democratic primary and potentially mount a credible challenge in the general election if she can boost turnout among younger and minority voters. Her comments come at a time when Crockett continues to draw headlines for her unapologetic style. Last month on CNN's The Arena, she sparked debate by defending comparisons between modern authoritarian movements and historical fascism, saying critics who object don't want the American people to know history. Earlier this year, she faced backlash after making a jab at Gov. Abbott during a human rights campaign event, referring to him jokingly as Governor Hot Wheels, a remark widely criticized as insensitive toward the wheelchair-bound governor. Despite the controversies, Crockett's popularity within progressive circles has surged. Supporters see her as a rising star, willing to take bold swings against both political opponents and institutional complacency. As speculation intensifies, Texas Democrats are watching closely. If Crockett enters the race, she would likely join a crowded primary field, but with her national platform and grassroots energy, she could instantly become a frontrunner. For now, the Congresswoman says she's waiting for one final signal before making her move: the court's decision on Texas's redistricting map. But her message to the political establishment was unmistakable. If they redraw her out of a seat, she may just draw herself into history.